Adonai. Welcome to my channel. My name is Erica. I'm a Hermetic alchemist. Alchemy is the original science, and Hermetics is the studies of the energetic laws of the universe. So basically, I'm a scientist of energy. We are moving into the age of Aquarius. Aquarius is symbolized by the water bearer. It's an energy of every man for his brother. Through this process, we can see everything that has been suppressed in darkness coming to the light so that humanity can see the truth of what has been, set itself free, and by empowering itself, choosing a higher frequency to exist in. But most humans don't know why they're here. They're a human that maybe happens to have a soul. But the truth of the matter is that we are souls that have chosen to have a human experience, one of many. We all have a higher self, a magnificent being of light that's all-knowing and all-seeing. It exists in the energy grid, the grid of light, or the ether, as some would call it. When you're listening to your intuition, that's your higher self guiding you. When it's time to incarnate, a shard of your higher self comes into this dimension at a specific latitude and longitude. At that location exists sacred geometry and numerology information that gets embedded into your energy field. And then it sets the stage for your life path, meaning the majority of the experiences you will have in this lifetime are read off of that information. Here's where the saying, as above, so below, comes into play. All the waters on the earth are a reflection of the sky. The sky turns dark and the water turns dark. It's not the other way around. The tide is the pull of the moon's portal. And humans, at any given time, are approximately 70% water, depending on how many carbs you eat, right? But on a molecular level, that water content number is much higher. So if all the waters on the earth are a reflection of the sky, and humans are mostly comprised of water, we are also a reflection of the energies that sit specifically at our latitude and our longitude. I'm an expert at reading into those energies. I'm able to give people so many answers on their life, what it is they're meant to evolve into, what energies they struggle with within their ego. I can tell people what's coming in the future, or at least what energies are available at what time. I can take a look at any day in the past and tell people what the energy was of a specific day so that they can take it, pick it apart, and understand the experience that they had much easier. Right? It's much easier to alchemize the pain from something that we've experienced if we understand what the energy was and what the lesson was. I've been able to take this information and turn it into success. I'm a commercial model. I've been in over 300 commercials and print ads. And I did it mainly by understanding my energetic coding, how frequency works, and how to apply the energies that are available at different times. And not just for me, I've seen this work for so many people. I've seen people go from low frequency, being so sad, they're not successful, they aren't pushing forward in life, to finding this information and it changing their life. They come to understand what it means to be an energetic being and how to apply their energy for success. There are many different combinations of sacred geometry and numerology that make up our life path. Our main is called our sun energy, and it's what we are meant to evolve into in this lifetime. But we have 13-year cycles. We begin at Mercury, from birth to the age of 13, where we are learning lessons on communication. Then we have a Venus cycle from 13 to 26, where we are learning about love. And when we meet someone who their sun sign is coded the same way our Venus energy is coded, it's like hearts in the eyes and shooting stars, and it's that love at first sight feeling. We then go through a Mars cycle where we're learning about our personal power. We also learn about fighting, and that cycle, right? Its highest frequency is Mars, is like, get it done. But the lowest frequency is how you fight. We then go into the Jupiter cycle, which is a cycle of expansion and abundance. And that cycle begins at 39. That's when most people really start to make big money in their life, because the energy is all about expansion. Then we go through a Saturn period, and Saturn is the great teacher. It is karmic balance. So when we meet someone who their sun energy is coded the way our Saturn is, there's an energetic exchange of balance there. It's a very important energy to understand. Then we have Uranus, that kind of flips everything upside down. It's always for our greatest good, but we can't always see it in the moment. And then we move into our Neptune energy in the latest years of life, where it's very spiritual, it's very dreamy in nature. We have two other energies in our life path that are incredibly important. The first is an energy that's about a cosmic lesson. And we are learning lessons our entire life around this energy. But when we meet someone who their sun is coded the way our cosmic lesson is coded, this person is someone who's coming to teach you a lesson. They're not really a person you want to invest in. I had a client who married her karmic lesson, and it was a very difficult marriage and a very painful divorce. This wasn't someone she was meant to invest in, but she didn't know that. She didn't understand energy. So knowing this information, especially before you commit, is really important. It's a major level up. And then there's an energy that is an energy to invest in. It's an energy that is our reward energy. And when someone comes in that their sun is coded the same way, this is who we go into business with. This is who we marry. This is who we build with. Not to say that you can't build and marry with other people. It will be successful, but guaranteed success with your cosmic reward energy. Understanding these energies is so empowering, because we come to really understand that life is not happening to us. It happens for us, and it happens in divine synchronization. And you can see it in the energies when you learn to read energy. It is the most empowering thing that I have ever done with my life. And I choose to bring that power to other people. This is why I've started making these videos, because when people can really come to understand who they are, why they're here, their ego has a lot less control. If you could give this video some engagement, a like, a share, a comment, as I am building out this channel, the YouTube algorithm can recognize me, right? All of us starseeds are doing what it is that we can to help empower humanity at this time, so that we can raise our frequency. And the quicker we raise our frequency, the quicker we can move into the age of light, right? So the rest of this video is going to be for whoever is born on the date of this video. I'll be doing a synopsis of the sun energy. If today is not your birthday, go take a look at my birthday playlists. Or if you know someone who's recently had a birthday, send them their video. Even if they don't understand energy at all, the information about their sun energy will spark a light within them and help them become a happier, more productive human being. I thank you so much for your time and your energy, all of the channel engagement. I'm going to be making lots of other videos on quantum mechanics. Take a look at my videos, give me a follow. Don't lose me on this big wide web of videos. Adonai. And if it is your birthday today, yay! Happy birthday! Sun energies tend to resonate deeper the more evolved one is. The first time I read my sun energy was over 17 years ago. And it was pages of copy of information, but only a small portion of it resonated. But it resonated so deeply. It showed me a pattern that I was not conscious was a pattern, but I had just experienced it. It showed me how to heal from it, alchemize, and change the behavior. So that caused me to delve deep into sacred geometry. I really needed to understand how the spiritual science worked. I was like, wow, this is amazing. And I spent years teaching everyone around me. And now, all these years later, I have evolved into all of the information that sits in my sun reading. There's a secondary energy. It tends to play itself out like an orbiting energy. It will show itself from time to time, but it's an ego-based energy. It's shadow. So people who are living an ego-based life will tend to resonate deeper with the secondary energy until they evolve. No judgment on that. An ego-based life is someone who's living from the mind, juxtaposed from the soul, from the heart chakra. The ego messes with you in the mind. But when you're making decisions from the heart, life is different. Until you learn to meditate, that ego-based life is where the energy lives. Meditation is your one-way ticket into evolving. And so there's no judgment from me as I state to you what these energies are. They are a general synopsis. Take what resonates and evolve from there. If it doesn't resonate, just leave it. People who are born today are living a life path where they have one of the most difficult life paths of all, especially if it's a female. This is an energy that has so much power for creation that if they channel it properly and they use their energy to consciously create, they can have anything that they desire in this world on a material plane. But this is a life path if the person is unaware of how much power they have and they don't use it properly, it sits stagnant. And that stagnant energy becomes rancid. It turns into worry and fear and indecision. It can become very unpleasant for the person born today. This is an energy that will seesaw constantly in the area of values. And so it's up to the person born today to take control of their mind and use their energy for conscious creation. Never give an ounce of their thoughts to what they don't want to experience, because the amount of power that they have, if they allow their thoughts to think about what they don't want to experience, they will create it very quickly. And so it's really important for these people to understand their power. If they choose to feed their natural metaphysical interests, the amount of success skyrockets them. They can catapult to success publicly or really in any area that they want. They're fantastic entertainers. There are tons of people with this life path that are very famous. This is Kylie Jenner's life path. This is Bernie Sanders' life path. The list is so long for famous people with this life path. This is Donald Trump's life path. So this is an energy that, as you can see, what they value, where they put their energy is how their life turns very quickly. So it's important that the person born today doesn't allow any negativity within their sphere. They have a lot of karmas to balance in this lifetime, which also makes it difficult in areas of love. Quite often, the person born today has to make sacrifices for their loved ones, usually loved ones that are younger than them, their children. This is a life path that truly can just rise to that level of pure power, but they have to understand that their energy is constantly in motion and they're going to let it swing this way or that. Conscious creation or rancid worry. The choice is up to the person born today. I had an agent of this life path. once, and she stole from everyone. She was the nicest lady, she really was, but she worried so much about not having finance that it caused her to do things that really were unnecessary for her. She really could have had so much success if she just took her energy and used it for conscious creation, juxtaposed to worrying and seeing how she could skim off the top and, used her energy inappropriately, and she ended up losing everything. It's really important that this person learn the lessons of what is valuable to them and to take their energy and put it towards that no holds barred. They can have the creme de la creme if they learn to use their energy appropriately. The secondary energy for this life path is an energy that's ruled by Sagittarius. It's an energy that is constantly changing its mind, changing its plans. It's an energy that needs constant movement in order to not be restless. And so the person born today, if they choose a career where they get to travel a lot, that's one of the most therapeutic things that they can do for the restless nature. It's also an energy that has a really difficult time committing for the most part because of its restlessness, because it constantly changes its mind. And so whether they are the ones who have a problem committing or they attract people in who have problems committing, understand that this energy, as long as there is movement, it can find peace. It just has to be constant movement, constant different things to keep its mind preoccupied, to keep its mind excited and engaged. I hope the rest of your birthday was amazing. If you'd like to get a personal reading, my email is in the comments section. We can take a look at the new energy that arrived for you on your birthday that you will experience the entire year. You will meet people who this is their sun energy. You will have lots of experiences around this energy for the purpose of expansion. Knowing what your year is going to look like at the beginning of the year is extremely powerful. Or we can take a look at your relationship and get you some answers there. If you decide to give a donation to the channel on Cash App, please make sure to include your email address and the year you were born. That way I can send you back personalized information as a thank you. I really appreciate likes, comments, and shares as it helps with the algorithm. It helps me grow this channel. All of it is much appreciated. Adonai.